Amazon. How much
This quote, can an aging mall get new?
1988
Debt failed, and the once dominant.
The retail landscape is changing fast as we are witnessing yet another wave of major store closures. From department stores to beloved chains, the retail apocalypse isn't slowing down as some well-known brands are shutting their doors for good. So, what's going on? And which stores won't be making it to 2026? Let's dive in as we go over the biggest store closures of 2025. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. Bargain Hunt. Bargain Hunt's parent company, Essex Technology Group, was founded in the year 2000 in Nashville by Robert Eccles and Phil Pfeffer. They started the company as a wholesaler of closeout goods. The company bought overstock and excess inventory goods from big box retailers and sold them. Initially, the focus was on electronics and computers. The first store was opened in 2004 in Nashville and was known as XX Retail Outlet. The company also began an online store, selling directly to retail customers from its original Nashville location. The strategy was to sell items that were too big or expensive to sell online. After a successful run, Essex launched the Bargain Hunt Superstores, using locations abandoned by stores such as Staples and Circuit City. The chain grew to have over 80 stores by 2017, primarily in the southern and Midwest United States. Bargain Hunt stores are typically around 20,000 to 25,000 square feet in size and sell name brand products at a discount of 30% to 70% on regular prices. The stores also utilize a discounting program that drops the prices of items by specific percentages, depending on the time they have been on shelves. On January 31st, 2025, the parent company, Essex Technology Group, warned that they were preparing to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy as soon as the following week. Shortly after, it was reported that the company shut down its only distribution center and announced that it will be closing all of its 91 stores. Bargain Hunt filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection on February 3, 2025, listing assets between $50 million to $100 million and liabilities between $100 million to $500 million. JoAnn Fabrics. JoAnn Fabrics dates back to the 1940s when German immigrants Hilda and Berthold Reich and Sigmund and Matilda Rohrbach opened the Cleveland Fabric Shop in Cleveland, Ohio. After further expansion, the store's name was changed to JoAnn Fabrics. In 1969, the store's name was created by combining the names of the daughters from both families, Joan and Jacqueline Ann. The company made its first acquisition with its purchase of Cloth World, a 342-store Southern company, in 1994. At the time of the acquisition, Fabry Centers operated 655 stores. Years later, Fabry Centers acquired House of Fabrics, which also previously operated as Fabricland, Fabric King, and Sofro Fabrics in 1998. The company also formally changed its name to JoAnn Stores, Inc., and all its stores were renamed JoAnn Fabrics. JoAnn Stores announced plans to sell out to private equity firm Leonard Green & Partners for $1.6 billion and was delisted from the stock exchange in March 2011. During the COVID-19 pandemic, JoAnn received public criticism for keeping many of their stores open amidst health concerns for elderly customers and refusing paid sick leave for employees affected by COVID-19. JoAnn defended themselves in a statement by claiming that their free mask kits helped local hospitals, which allowed the stores to be considered essential business, despite many hospitals rejecting homemade masks. Most of the materials used in the free mask kits were later revealed to be remnants, which are often sold by JoAnn at a discount, leading some media outlets to disparage the program as just scraps from the clearance bin. JoAnn filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection on March 18, 2024. The company planned to cut over $500 million in debt and restructure into a privately held company. It planned to complete its filing by late April with no employees or stores affected. The company's reorganization plan was approved by a federal judge on April 25th, and JoAnn emerged from bankruptcy as a private company. On January 15, 2025, JoAnn filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection for the second time in less than a year. The company cited continued declining sales as a contribution to its second filing. On February 12, 2025, JoAnn announced the closure of 500 of its 800 locations to right-size the company's footprint. This would later change to all 300 of the remaining locations to close after failing to find a buyer. Its assets will be sold to GA Group, a private equity firm. Big Lots. Big Lots makes the list again after previously being featured in our Stores Disappearing in 2024, which I would leave a link in the description. Big Lots, as we know, is an American discount retail chain that is headquartered in Columbus, Ohio. The chain specializes in the sale of closeout and overstock merchandise. In August of 2024, it previously announced that it was closing 315 stores nationwide after it reported a loss of $205 million in the quarter ending May 4, 2024. CEO Bruce Thorn stated that the company's sales had taken a hit, due largely to a continued pullback in consumer spending by our core customers, particularly in high-ticket discretionary items. On December 20th, 2024, the company announced that all remaining locations would close, following months of store closures and a September filing of Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. A week later, Big Lots would strike a deal with Gordon Brothers Retail Partners to transfer some Big Lots assets to variety wholesalers and other retailers. According to the announcement, between 200 and 400 Big Lots stores would stay open and operating, potentially saving thousands of jobs. However, on January 16, 2025, Gordon Brothers released a list titled New Market Locations Phase 1 that included hundreds of Big Lots leases for sale. The updated list, New Market Locations Phase 2, added nearly 150 new locations. As of February 2025, rival chain Ollie's Discount Bargain acquired 40 additional former Big Lots store leases from Gordon Brothers after acquiring the other leases from the bankruptcy auction. Gordon Brothers has announced a few stores that will reopen in April, yet to publicly release a list of the remaining locations that will still be operating. Party City. Party City was founded by Steve Modell in 1986. He recognized that the market for party goods was highly fragmented, with many small mom-and-pop operations. He scraped together $125,000 and opened a small store in East Hanover, New Jersey, and named it Party City. Modell knew that Halloween costumes and decorations would be a major part of the business. So, when planning the store's configuration, he dedicated 1/4 of the store's floor space to Halloween items, while the rest will be dedicated to items for any kind of party. By 1993, Party City had 58 locations. Seeing the store's popularity nationwide, Modell decided to redirect the business's focus from franchising to company-owned stores. However, he maintained the same aggressive rate of expansion. Party City's annual revenues in 1993 topped $2.4 million, and net profits approached $235,000. In 2005, Party City was sold to subsidiary of AAH Holding Corporation, owner of Amscan, a designer, manufacturer, and distributor of party goods in America. Amscan then went on to acquire the party retailers Party America in 2006 and Factory Card and Party Outlet in 2007, making Party City the largest party supplies retailer in the United States. In August 2019, Party City's Canadian operations were acquired by Canadian Tire for $174.4 million. On January 17, 2023, Party City Holdco Inc. filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. weighed down by a confluence of factors, including the COVID-19 pandemic and changing consumer behaviors. The move was part of an attempt to restructure and reduce Party City's debt. In December 2024, Party City warned that it would be preparing to file for bankruptcy for the second time in 2 years and announced that it would close all of its corporate-owned U.S. stores by February 28, 2025 as part of a winding down procedure. Franchise locations not owned by Party City, as well as Canadian locations currently owned by Canadian Tire, will remain open. Party City reported that Mitch Modell, former CEO of Modell Sporting Goods, was looking to buy Party City to save thousands of jobs. As of January 2025, nothing further has been announced. Party City auctioned off leases for nearly 700 store locations across 45 states, and by early 2025, these auctions had generated around $14.5 million. Among the top bidders for these store leases were Dollar Tree, which secured 150 leases, and Five Below, which acquired 40. In addition to the physical assets, the intellectual property and wholesale business operations of Party City were sold to an affiliate of Ad Populum for $20 million. Ad Populum is known for products like the Chia Pet and the Clapper. Party City's last day of operation is expected to be on March 31st, 2025. Well, this brings us to the end of our list today. Let us know in the comments below if you know of any other stores that are closing in 2025, or if you think that the traditional way of retail shopping is a thing of the past. See you next time.